So let's say that I'm working from home and my laptop is just not as great as my work, computer that's like super fast and everything like that. There is also a way to access your work computer from your home laptop or your home computer. Can you explain how that would work and what the benefits might be if you're working from home doing it that way?
Yes, so again, TeamViewer. So you can use TeamViewer as a free version to do it occasionally, or as a paid version where you get more features. There are things like Chrome, remote desktop, a whole bunch of suites you can use to do remote. So the advantage of remoting into a remote computer is the power or the CPU power is on the remote computer. So on your home computer, all you're doing is seeing basically screenshots coming down the phone line to you. So your local computer does need to be very powerful. It just needs to have a decent internet connection. And then when you log into your remote computer, it's as though you're sitting in front of that computer doing work. So if your home computer is not very powerful and you need to run, let's say, something with Adobe that's really powerful, then that CPU work is done on the server itself, so basically on your work computer. Whatever you set up on your work computer, or your emails, or your settings, you're just on there. It's like you're sitting in front of the screen doing the work. The only downside is that internet link. So you've got to make sure you have a decent link. It's not much, but it just needs to be stable. It's like the old days of terminals. So if you think of the old days where you had a computer in the server room and everyone sat on a small terminal. There's not a lot of data going back and forth, but it just needs to be stable, and people are generally pretty happy with that. And yeah, it just works. So it's what we would do to remote to your computer. You're going to do the same thing to your computer. Yeah.
And so if I had like NBN access and a half decent laptop, would that be sort of more than enough to?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even on the minimum NBN plan, you'd be quite successfully doing remote control without any problems at all.
And did you find people were going for that option as well that you've been working for, or is this something people don't necessarily know about?
Yeah, got a couple of clients who do that, mainly because they've got a server. They got their own server in-house where the data can't move off that server, so they have to get onto the work network. So there's a couple of different options around that, and we've got some people set up what's called a VPN, so a virtual remote tunnel to their server. So, but then you need the power of the home computer and a decent link to transfer files around. So that's one way. But we quickly set up a few people with just a terminal server. Sorry, just a TeamViewer session, a remote in, go, oh, this is really easy. But the issue was most of my clients now are on 365 or business clients. You don't need to worry about that for most stuff. So there wasn't a lot. Most businesses are not using anything terribly powerful, so their laptop they've got provides all they need. So we didn't really need to worry about it with most of the clients.
Yeah, so it's really a case by case. If you just need your email and access to files and things like that, you can transition people to Office 365.
Yeah.
If you need that grunt, like if you're an accountant or something and you have all your stuff stored on data,